1. Gareth. Tonight, I'm going to hurt someone. I don't care who, as long as they wiggle and writhe like worms beneath my shoes. Or more accurately, a snake. Just kidding. I do care who. It can't be just anyone. The target of my night of mayhem needs to be a miscreant who's as bad as me. Or worse. On paper, everyone is worse than me, though, so there's that, I guess. No one would expect the King's U or TKU College's resident genius law student to infiltrate the Serpent's mansion during one of their grand parties, or to target none other than the head of the Serpents, Yulian Dmitriev, the son of the leader of the Chicago Bratva. But I've always been up for a little challenge. So here I am, walking amid the overflowing extravagance of their lively mansion, sliding between hot, drugged, and drunk bodies, despite being a heathen, the other secret club on King's U's grounds, and the Serpent's deadly rival. We've been at each other's throats since the start of school on this god-forsaken island on the coast of the dreary, dark, and depressing United Kingdom. And while we love causing trouble, the one who actually started the war was Yulian, who was just itching to have his head bashed in and splintered to pieces. Obviously, we returned the initial blow, and ever since then, it's been a struggle to determine who holds more power. Just kidding again. We're unrivaled. However, the Serpents are up there as well, especially Yulian. Our fights are always the talk of the campus, and the underground fights draw more crowds than intended. Truth is, everyone loves a bit of anarchy. A touch of chaos and violence, a drip of blood here, a crack of bones there. The crazier the better. The more unhinged the scene, the more entertaining it is to the audience. But that audience is appalled about the idea of getting close, throwing a punch, tasting that blood, or touching that broken bone. It's shockingly disgusting, severely deviant, outrageously inhumane, vile, atrocious, horrifying. I chant the same mantra in public, even amongst my friends. They know me as Gareth the Fixer. Gareth, who makes sure no one gets killed and that the police are taken care of. Golden boy Gareth with the highest GPA, who had Ivy League colleges foaming at the mouth to have him join their ranks. Gareth, who possesses the cleanest reputation and a future lined with open doors. No one suspects that when they think I'm closed off in my room studying, I'm actually here, roaming behind enemy lines with the Serpents, doing what none of them, not even my brother Killian, would ever do. And I've been so meticulous about it too. First, I needed to receive an invitation, and those are only issued by the upper echelon, i.e. Yulian and his gang of useless followers. But they also allow their invitees to bring +1s. So I seduced one of the girls Yulian's been flirting with, pretending the book she was reading was interesting. It wasn't, just another piece of mind-numbing analytical bullshit written by a self-righteous idiot. And it got the convo going. I was pretty sure she was Yulian's girlfriend, since she was always hanging onto his arm and deep-throating him with her tongue around campus. But she sure didn't look like it when she had her foot on my crotch under the table in the library. Disgusting, by the way. Don't ever put your dirty shoes anywhere near me. One incinerated pair of jeans later, I had the invitation I'd endured the urge to slit her throat for. I've totally ignored her since I got here, though. The mask helps in keeping my preferred identity tucked away. Invisible. I adjust my white skeleton mask that has 2 large black painted holes where my eyes are, the Serpent's version of our neon stitch masks. While ours are differentiated by color, theirs can be distinguished by the symbols engraved on them. Normal members, like who I'm pretending to be, wear a simple white skeleton mask. The leaders wear black skeleton masks. Yulian, whose movements I've been following from across the room, is also wearing a black skeleton mask, but his has engraved golden serpents shooting out from where his eyes are. No surprise there, as he always loves standing out. The freakier, the better. His mansion is everything one would expect, though, an overwhelming display of power, wealth, and control. The grand hall stretches out before me in cold, decadent shades of ivory. The chandeliers hang from the ceiling, dripping with crystals, emitting a dim, ethereal glow over the marble floors